They concluded by saying, while most people focus on Greece, they will miss the greatest economic recovery in the last 10 years. Their words, not mine. The global story is a strong, strong story. It's going to continue to surprise on the high side. So I like what I see with business spending. I love what I see what's going on in the global economy. And then the final piece that I think is really going to help drive top-line revenue for our companies and why I'm so excited is I don't believe the U.S. consumer is dead. I think we're wounded. There's a difference between being wounded and being dead, okay? When you're dead, you don't buy anything. When you're wounded, you shop differently. Okay, Wall Street thinks we're dead. They don't get it. You know, we were born to do one thing, that's shop. We do it better than anyone. You know, we are not going to stop shopping. We will shop in every single economic and market cycle there is. We'll just shop differently. That's what Wall Street doesn't get. Look, here's what's going to happen. I think high-end luxury retail is going to come back really strong. Do you know why? Well, those people didn't lose their jobs. Why did they stop spending? They felt guilty. So they quit spending. Oh, by the way, they didn't lose their homes. They weren't repossessed. Why? Well, they didn't finance their homes with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So they just felt guilty. They will come back much stronger. Well, what about everyone else? Well, everyone else is going to shop differently. I will tell you myself, this is true. I actually squeeze the toothpaste a little bit more now before I throw it away. But I still use it. I still buy it. We just behave differently. You know, I'm not an individual stock picker, but I don't know that I'd want to own Macy's stock right now. I don't think anyone's going to want to shop in the middle market. I think everyone's going to be more cost conscious. They're going to shop at deep discount retailers. They're not going to quit shopping. We're just going to shop differently. That's much different than being dead. We are not going to stop shopping. I don't care what the economic backdrop is. And the next time one of your friends or neighbors say to you, the U.S. consumer is dead, they're never going to buy anything anymore. Ask them to answer this question for you. Then tell me why Dollar General is opening 600 stores in the next 6 months. Dollar General is hiring 5,000 people to man those 600 stores. They're not doing that because no one's buying. They're doing that because no one's buying anything at Macy's. Okay? So think about it. The U.S. consumer's not dead. They're just going to shop much differently. That, again, drives a great top-line revenue story for our market. So as I look at this outlook for what potentially could happen, I don't know that we could ask for anything more, because I think we're really going to continue to see strong focus on the bottom line. Cost cutting will stay in place. Productivity stays strong. And then finally, we see these companies really be able to generate some profits, because as other businesses spend money, it's going to help their business. As the global economy booms, it's going to pull our economy right along with it. And then finally, as we realize the U.S. consumer is not dead, they just shop a little differently. You put all those together, and it sets a nice backdrop for our stock market. Now, where would I be in our stock market with new money? Well, I think there's two things I'd urge you to think about. One is what I would call an overarching theme. So if I have new money coming into the market, one of the places I want to put it is in this overarching theme, and then I have like 3 sub-themes underneath it. So here's the overarching theme. If I'm coming off the sidelines into the stock market today, I am only investing in dividend-paying stocks. Dividend-paying stocks, in my mind, will clearly outperform the non-dividend-paying stocks, not only this year, but next year and the following year as well. It's the greatest story that's evolving out there. And it's evolving for 2 reasons, in my view. Number one, think about what's happened so far this year. This recovery of our stock market from 6,500 to over 10,500, I will call that a junk rally. A junk rally. Hey, I love it. I'll take every point. I don't want to give it any back. But when I say a junk rally, it wasn't the quality companies. It wasn't the strong companies with strong balance sheets that paid the dividends. They lagged this rally. Why is that important? It's important because whoever got us to here doesn't get to take us to there. That's not the way it works. See, there's a theory on Wall Street that has never, ever, ever been wrong. It's called the dogs of the Dow. There's 30 companies in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The theory goes like this. Whichever of the 30 companies is first will be worst. And whatever is worst at number 30 will be first. That theory has never, ever, ever failed. Ever. Works every time. Now, we can debate the time frames at which it happens to make that rotation, but it has never been wrong. It's the same thing for the market. Whatever got you to here isn't going to take you to the next level. Don't invest by looking in the rearview mirror. You're going to miss what's going to happen. It's the dividend-paying stocks. It's the companies with strong balance sheets. That's what's going to lead us to the next level. Now, in terms of, so I can understand that, but what's going to be the longer-term driver? To me, it's not just about that they didn't participate in this, but there's a longer-term trend for dividend-paying stocks that I believe bodes so well for them, not just this year, but this year and next year and the following year. And it's a long-term demographic trend. But the problem is, no one in our industry is long-term. See, on Wall Street, we think long-term is Monday. Okay? Think about what we worry about. Like today, what do we worry about? We worry about what's the economic release? What are the earnings reports? I just want to know Jim Cramer's 3 stocks today so I can short them tomorrow. Everyone has something they want to focus on. But it's all short term. The real issue of dividend-paying stocks is a long-term trend that no one is focusing on because it's too overused. It's the baby boomers. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, can we go home now? Because everyone's sick and tired of hearing about it. Do you know why? Because we started talking about them 15 years too soon. That's the problem. We started talking about it. We should be talking about the baby boomers today. The problem is we talked about it 15 years ago and no one will listen to us now. But it's the single most important reason why dividend-paying stocks are clearly going to outperform stocks that do not pay a dividend. Here's why. You all know the baby boomer story. It's very simple. 76 million people, largest demographic bulge in the history of this country, and we know they're in their 60s now, on the way to retirement. Here's how Wall Street has analyzed that. They said, ooh, those people have a problem. They need income for their retirement. 76 million people march into retirement. Wall Street says they need income for their retirement. Wall Street is dead wrong. They are dead wrong. They do not need income for they're half wrong. Their bigger problem is not income. It's growth. They don't even know it. These people heading to retirement are about to outlive their money. They think their problem is income in their retirement. Are you kidding me? Your problem is you're going to live longer than your money. You better grow that money when you retire. And here's why. This is not some guess. It's going to happen. The demographics tell us it's going to happen. In this country, when you get to your 65th birthday, life expectancy is now 86. You have 21 more years to live. You're going to outlive your money if you don't grow that money. The old way of financial planning, although it was awesome, it doesn't work anymore. The way it used to work, as soon as you got to be 65, we put all your money in bonds, you clipped the coupons for 2 years, and you died at 67. Everyone loved that plan. Okay? That plan doesn't work anymore. Okay? You got 21 more years to live. And a lot of people don't want to focus on demographics. But let me tell you, demographics, the great thing about it is they don't lie. The numbers are the numbers. Guess what? The numbers don't change their mind. I don't care what the next employment report is. We still have 76 million baby boomers. And by the way, demographics can explain a lot of things. Social Security. Do you know when Social Security was established? Life expectancy was 62. You get your benefits at 65. Think about it. It was the first Ponzi scheme. And then all of a sudden, too long. That's the issue. That's the story of what's going on with the baby boomers. They will realize the only way they can get some income and also get some growth is dividend-paying stocks. This trend is one of the greatest trends out there. It's a sea of change. Oh, and by the way, one more thing just to think about. In this country, when you live to your 65th birthday, because of medical advances, you now have a 50-50 chance to celebrate your 100th birthday. So not only is your life expectancy 86, you got a 50-50 chance to make it to 100, and you think your problem is income? Oh my gosh, you're going to outlive your money. You have got to figure out a way how you grow that at the exact same time. Now, why am I possibly so excited about dividend-paying stocks? Because people in their mid-60s don't want to be invested in the stock market. But if you focus solely on dividend-paying stocks, you can actually tip the playing field in your favor. You can tip the investment playing field in your favor against corporate America.